Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody's having a great weekend or wrapping up their great weekend and recharged and ready to go back after it tomorrow. I'm going to review my week from last week. Even though it was an abbreviated week for me, it's still the best week I've had this year. So that was odd. I didn't trade half as much, but it was my best year. I mean, my best week to this date. So I don't know what that's trying to tell me. Well, I know what it's trying to tell me. I just need to listen to it. I've been doing a lot of different things, and I've experienced a lot of demons that I had gotten away from, when I started this community, and which is good because this is all part of the learning experience. And I'm glad that you guys that have been with me have been able to share in this and really get to see what I do and how I react to adversity, because that's one of the big things you have to learn. You have to learn how to lose. You have to learn how to make mistakes, how to reflect on them, and how to turn that into a positive so that you can get better. But pretty pleased with this week. But before I get into anything, I want to thank you guys, for all the support that you gave me through this. Last week was a trying week. It really affected me more than I anticipated. Um, and so it was a real emotional and really tough week. But I appreciate all of you guys' support through this. Now, I guess if you're not in the community, you wouldn't know, but my stepfather passed away suddenly last Sunday, and I had been up all night at the hospital and then back at home with my mom, so I didn't get any sleep, and so I didn't trade Monday, and it just you know, the whole week was just kind of surreal. It still doesn't seem like it ever happened, but I just really appreciate the support and understanding, because I know last week in chat wasn't one of the best weeks. I wasn't there, but we're getting through it, and I just appreciate you guys' patience and understanding and your words of comfort. All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow morning with the morning show. So just go to averagejoetrader.com and click on the morning show, and it should take you right to where you need to be. Um, or you can catch me on YouTube Live. If I remember to click the streaming button, then I'll be on YouTube Live. If not, you're going to have to go back and catch me. Go back to my website and catch me there. Oh, forgot about also on Wednesdays, we have Sneak Peek Wednesday, which is just an extension of the morning show. What that's going to do is allow you to spend about an extra hour or so in chat room with us. And that's, you get to really get a good idea and understanding of what we do in chat and get a good feel for the community. So hopefully you come by and hang out with us on Wednesdays. All right, so last week was the best week I've had this year. Just, I can't say solid all the way around. We found a stock that just really paid us all day. AAOI really paid us all week. It started week before last. On Thursday and Friday, it was a good trader, and it just picked up on Monday. I was looking to swing trade it Monday, and ended up, I got in the evening, and it moved, and it pretty much took up my whole move. So, I was pretty pleased with that, and it just kind of paid all week. Now, I did run into a day where I was trying to short it when I should have been longing it, but I dealt with myself on that. So 1869.19 was my net profit. My percent profitability was 70%, which is just what I aim for. 80% on longs and 68% on shorts. And obviously, over a period of several months, a while back, I noticed that my shorts, they got up with my longs to where I was equal. And then before I knew it, the shorts have far outweighed the long trades. So somehow I've turned into a short seller. But when I started, I was long biased. I only learned long setups. I only traded to the long side. But, now I've kind of morphed into a short seller. So my average net profit per trade is pretty low. It's 62.31. I like to see that a lot higher. My average winning trade 137.27. My average losing trade 112.60. And the reason why this is the way it is, I had a couple of bad losses that I didn't cut it off when I should have. This one was the worst one. It's 262.94. That was AAOI right here on 4.6. That one, here's another one on 4.5 that I let go a little bit too far. And then this one I think was from, shoot, can't remember what day this one is from. But this was another big one that I just let run that I shouldn't have. So I addressed that issue when I realized what I was doing this week. And, going forward, I think we're going to do better. Or at least I expect to do better. And you can see this was the struggle I had at the end of the month. Kind of traded sideways, then we got a good couple of days, and then I kind of went backwards a little bit. And then we had this big jump. And then we just kind of traded sideways until this week. Everything is really taking off for me. So overall, this week I'm pretty pleased. Only problem is I let these winners run. I could have easily had a $2,000 week, for where we started in January to now, and having a $2,000 week. I mean, that's incredible. That would be incredible. So that would mean an average of $400 a day. And I'm trading 200 to 300 shares. All right, so let's look at, these are a couple of trades I did on AAOI. This is on Monday evening when I was looking to do the swing trade, and the move happened so quick, I was able to get out of it. And I got 316.93. And then Tuesday, we got 393.60, and still didn't really trade it as well as I should have. But on Wednesday, I kind of picked up the pace a little bit. I did overtrade a bit, but it's one of those things. You see, somehow I don't even know how this happened, but you got 5 shares that sold somehow. It got me, 5 shares, and it charged me $3.95 just for those 5 shares. I don't even know where that came from, but that's something I got to go back and look at and get with Suretrader on, because this is this really isn't good right here, that they slipped this in on me. Normally, every now and then, this will happen, and they usually fix it. but it hadn't happened to me in so long that I really quit looking for this. But that should be fixed. All right, so in April, this is what I'm focusing on. Still looking at trading 2 to 500 shares. Remember, I like to do things 3 months at a time. So depending on how things go this month, I may bump it up to, 3 to 6. But, right now my goal is to stay between 2 and 500 share positions for the next 2 months. And obviously you can make good money trading. You don't have to trade out of your comfort zone to make money. And my goals: continue to trade using the $5,000 account. Focus on my focus, because I am losing focus in the trade. I'm losing focus in the middle of the day. It's really hurting me. So I'm focusing on my focus. The stops I didn't stick to very well this week. Um, I I widened my stops, but then I went farther than what I widened it, and that's not a good thing. It's a bad habit to pick up. So I'm focusing on that, working on sticking to my stops, working on being more patient, because a lot of stop outs happen because I anticipated, and just continue to grow my account. As you can see, you have to grow your account slowly and consistently. You can't run and chase after these waterfalls trying to catch the next big trade to blow your account up, versus learning and doing it the right way. Everybody wants an easy way out. And if you find yourself doing that, then you need to take a long look in your mirror and try to figure out whether you really want to do this or not. Because if you're not patient and you're not willing to stick to the process and take the time that you're going to need to take to learn, then you're wasting your time. So you have to focus. You have to focus on growing, being patient, and letting it grow. And that's what I'm focusing on, growing my account. As soon as I get to 10 grand, we're going to open up an IB account, and we'll be doing some swings in it while we day trade. But I'm not going to introduce that yet, because we have to get day trading down first. We've got to be consistently profitable in one strategy or one discipline before you go change to another one. So we got to be proficient in day trading before we can get into swing trading. And then, obviously, to continue to grow my account. All right, now I want to invite you to take a look at some of our services. Up here is a chat room. $69 a month for the monthly subscription. And the real deal is a yearly. It's over 50% savings. $3.99 a year. You get not only access to the chat room, but you get small group mentoring, one education webinar per week, and the ability to form private study groups. These peer-to-peer learning, I think, is the strongest strategy in education. And I think it works so well when traders can get together and discuss their trades and work through them. So I encourage collaboration. The PM option is up, so you can talk back and forth to whoever you want to, develop those relationships, and build those study groups. It's all about relationships. It's all about working together and getting the most out of your education. That's what it's about. Also have my mentoring services still. This is where it all started for me. This is where all of this came from. But I do have that available. The Day Trader's Mindset is a trading psychology class, and these are for the guys that have trouble getting in trades, have trouble getting out too fast. Um, just a lot of different things. The psychology of trading can just be, it can drive you crazy at times. And also the day trading average Joe way, we've gone through 3 classes already. So the next class is going to start up April 18th. That's when the next class is going to start up. And that's going to be the class that's going to run during the week on Tuesdays, after the market closes. But look for a video coming out later today. It's going to talk a little bit more about the class, and it's going to have an excerpt of the actual class as well. So just wanted to just keep that in mind. These are the services that we have. All you need to do is go to averagejoetrader.com and go to services, and you'll be good to go. Here's my contact information. Everybody should have it by now, but if you don't, here it is. The quickest way to get me, Ed at averagejoetrader.com. Fastest way to get a hold of me and get a response. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. The rest of it, be ready to rock and roll on Monday. I'm pumped up. I'm excited about starting, but I got to keep it in perspective here. I got to make sure I'm in control and I'm not going off the deep end like I have been. All right, but again, thank you guys for all the support and the well wishes that you sent me earlier this week. And I'm looking forward to being back in chat with you in the morning.